Good afternoon, Strategy Vault members. This is James. Just making a quick video for all the members in the private group who want to trade in their own time. We're going to make this quick, short video and show you how to use the system and do trades on your own when we're not around in the mornings. So, as with always, please read this disclaimer and understand that you can and will lose money in trading the financial instruments. So take a few seconds and read that disclaimer, and then we'll move forward. Alright guys, now that we have shown you our disclaimer and you understand the type of situation that we're in, just wanted to show you, make a quick video here for you and show you how to use our system and our charts when we're not trading in a live session. So this is a 5-minute chart, and this is the Euro USD. And so what I want to show you here is, first off, we'll go with we've got our system with the algorithms here, and as you can see, you get a SV sell, price moves down, you got a buy, price moves up, and so on. Now, what I want you to understand here is these moving averages. The yellow in our system, and you can set yours up like this as well, is an 800 EMA. The red is a 200 EMA. The orange is a 100 EMA, and the light orange is a 60 EMA. As you can see, price follows here. Now, okay, one more thing, and it's in our training in the Slack group. This yellow here is a 9 EMA. There's training on the 9 EMA. We call it right in the 9. If you've watched that training, you know what this is about. As you can see, price likes to ride that 9 EMA. And that gives us that allows us to monitor the trade and stay in the trade longer. Okay. Also, this white is a 20 EMA. So why so many EMAs? What we use the EMAs for are to know what price is doing in different time frames. Okay, and we're going to have a training on all the EMAs in a later video. But what I want you to understand right now, and this is how to trade this when you're trading on your own and not in session with us. When you get a SV sell and the 9 EMA has crossed the 20, you can monitor your trade with the 9 EMA, and when it starts to turn, then you know that it's time to get out. Which, if you look, that's 1833, and then we come all the way down here. That's approximately 13 pips. Okay, so what I want you to understand, so this is a live market right now. What I want you to understand is, first off, I'm going to show you how to set up an alert to alert you, and you can do this in all the markets. So you go right here, you go alerts, okay, and on the condition, you go Strategy Vault, Range Pro, okay, and then a buy alert, okay, and then down here in the message box, I put a 5, so I know it's a 5-minute chart. And I'm not going to set this up, traders, because this is already set up in all my alerts. Okay? And then you just hit create, and it creates that. You can also do a sell alert here, or a buy and sell alert. Okay? And then you just hit create. Now, I've already got all these created, so when this alarms right here and sends me an alert, either in my email or on my telephone, then I know that I need to come back and look at the charts. So what we're looking for here, we have an SV sell. What we're looking for is price to come down and break the previous structure. So what do I mean about previous structure? So what you need to do is look left. Okay, so price came down. How far is it going to go? Okay, this is how you figure out how far price is going to go. We have nothing in this area right here, right? But we do have stuff down here. So what we have to find out is where is previous structure. So you need to squeeze your screen down and we look for equal highs and equal lows. Okay, or where we can draw a line in between the highs and the lows. So what I'm going to show you is, let's see, and it looks to me like right here. So you got equal highs and equal lows. So we're going to put our line about right there. Okay, and actually we can stretch it all the way back here. As you can see, where price bounced off, we have support, and we have, oh, actually we're going to move that down just a hair. Okay, it's right there. As you can see, it lines up so much better back here at a buy. And then, like I said, we have support 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. And then we have a lot of resistance right here. So this would be the next zone versus this up here. Bear with me. So we got, like I said, we have equal highs and equal lows. So we just put the line right in between the lows and the highs. Okay, so once we have that line, this is going to tell us or forecast for us in the future where price is going to go on a sell, and you can do the same on a buy. Okay, so see, now what I want to show you, this is the live chart. So we're going to go right back here. We drew our line. We found where a structure was in the market, and now let's squeeze this down, or actually let's blow this up. See our line? Where is our line? Wow, look at that. Right to the tick. Came straight down to that line and price turned around. Okay? So this is how you can use the SV charts to trade in your own time. The 5-minute signals are very accurate for a good 10 to 12 pips when you're, so this would be a retracement. Okay, so back down here you got the SV buy signal, and well, let's just look at this. This is a pivot 1804, and price came all the way up here. What is that, 33 pips, 34 pips before it turned around. So like, and if you look over here, SV sell, and let's see, what is it, 1834, all the way down to 1796. So that's another that was 40 pips in that move. This is how accurate on the 5-minute chart the SV buy and SV sell signals are. This is easy money. This is what you can do on your own time. Now down here we do have a RSI chart. We do use the RSI for a heads up. And also second confirmation, ladies and gentlemen. Also, you can see, if you look at the RSI, you can also see the patterns. As you can see, right here would be a double bottom. See how it's formed a double bottom? 1, 2, okay? And then at the top, you have a double top here. And if you look down here, double top, double top. Look at that. Right there. 1, 2. So we look for these actually, let me see if I can just draw that for you here. Bear with me just a second. Let's see. I could probably do it like that. Okay, so from here to here, well, that didn't work. Screw it, I'll just do it like this. So, look, as we can see, That's a W, double bottom, right? And then you need to train your eyes to see this. As we can see, we have a double top or an M pattern. And this is what traders just are waiting and chomping at the gums to see right here. M. And then what does price do? Comes on down. So this is what we use the RSI for, is to see those patterns as well. But like I said, the 5-minute charts and the SV buy and the SV sell signals are very accurate. Of course, you need to look at trend, and as you can see here, what are we in right here? This would be consolidation, whereas price is coming up, down, up, down, up, down, and just pretty much staying in the general area. Okay, we have a break of structure right here. So see, once price broke this structure, what did it do? It came on down. So if we squeeze our charts down and look for previous structure, you always want to look left. You always look left before you make your trade, okay? So what I'm going to show you here is, okay, let me change that to just a horizontal line here. Right here, I see previous structure right here. And once again, you need to train your eyes to see this. Let me change that for you. Bear with me. Okay, so I'm gonna just change that, and let's make it white. Then you can see it. Okay, you train your eyes to see previous structure. You always, like I said, you always want to look left. Just like before you cross the road, you look left, then you look right, and then you look left, right? But in trading, you always look left. So we looked left, we see previous structure right here. 1, 2, right? And then what is price done? It comes back down, right to the structure, right? And then look over here. And this is in the chart right now. Well, what we're looking at is right here. 1, 2, 3, drop. So it tried to break that previous structure. This is structure. If price would have came above here, you would have looked left and saw all this structure over here. So that gives you an idea where price would have or could have went. But it didn't. It couldn't break this. Okay? Comes all the way down here. Comes back up for a retest. Nope, didn't make it. Another retest, didn't make it. So as you can see here, let me blow this up for you. In the type of trading that we do, we are in and we are out. We are not swing traders. We do not hold anything overnight. Actually, we try not to hold anything for more than an hour. So as you can see, we have previous structure back here. I showed you that. Now, if you would have marked that structure on your chart, you would have saw right here, you got a SV sell signal. You had the 9 cross the 20, and then all we have to do is monitor it and watch it. And when price comes back up, if it would have crossed the 9 there, we would have thought about getting out. But as you can see down here, what was forming was your W, okay, or your double bottom was coming, okay. So all we have to do is monitor that 9 EMA, and then this line of support is, see the red line and the yellow. The yellow is a pivot line, but the red line is the previous day's low on the Euro USD. So we know that when price comes all the way down here, you better start thinking about what you're going to do as far as getting out, because this is the lowest that it went for the previous day. And what price likes to come down and do is bounce off the previous low and go all the way back up to the previous high, which eventually, and so this is a U.S. session, but it eventually, and I'm assuming in the Asian session, it'll go up to the high of the day, which on your charts that are set up on the SV, the Strategy Vault Pro, we'll squeeze it down here, And as you can see, this is the high of the day. So in the Asian session, I would, and as you can see, also is we have a pivot point right at the high of the day. So that makes that line so much stronger. The high of the day and the low of the day. If you have, actually we have a support line, S1 there, and then another support down here, and then the pivot point itself, and this is resistance. So if it comes up and you're in a trade and it comes all the way up to the high of the day and the resistance 1 level, you better think about what you're doing. Okay, this is just some knowledge for you on our charts and how they work. But anyhow, back to what I was talking about. So the white line here was the previous structure that we saw when we squeezed down the chart. As you can see how well it held. And once you get the SV signal at the previous structure, you can see how it plays out. Plays out pretty well. So this isn't as difficult as everybody makes it. But with SV charts, it makes it so much better. Okay? So, another thing is how our lines are set up. As you can see, the 200 is below the 800, trading below the 800. So if we go to we'll go to a 15-minute chart, and as you can see, price is below the 200 on a 15-minute chart, which would be trending down. We use the 800. Okay, let's mark where this 800 is. And if we go to a 4-minute chart, let's just say, what is that? 1808. I mean a 4-hour chart, sorry. And we're going to squeeze this down. Now, what I just want you to see, blow her up a little bit. As you can see, way down here, the 800 on the 4-hour chart, but where's the 200 on the 4-hour chart? It's lower than the 800 on the 15-minute chart, which the gist of it is this, is the 800, as you can see how the 200 runs on the 4-hour. Actually, we can probably get more accurate here on the 1-hour chart. Now, let me show you. Okay, this is better. So, as you can see on a 1-hour chart where the 800 is running, let's see which one. Bear with me. So what the gist of it that I want you to understand is that where the 800 is on a 15-minute chart. Let's see if we get it to load here. Something's happening. Bear with me. Well, okay. Let's go back to the 15-minute chart. This is not good. All right, bear with me, guys. We lost the internet. Let me see what I can figure out here. So I'm going to pause the video. All right, traders. Sorry about that. We had some problems with the wireless. So where was I? Okay, so what I wanted you to understand was the 200 on a 15-minute chart is close enough to, we're going to go to an hour chart here. As you can see right here, we're half a tick off on a 60 exponential moving average. So that tells us where the 60 is. Why the 60? Because once price breaks the 60, it normally drops. Okay, so, and that's on a 15-minute chart. So as you can see here, we're at 1820. What are we at? Excellent, 1824. And then if we go back to the 15-minute chart, the 200 is approximately what are we at? 1825.7. So we're 1 pip off. That just tells us a general idea where that 60 is on the larger time frame. Why do we care about what the larger time frame does? Is because the big money movers, it takes big money to move the chart on the larger time frames. We're talking the 1 hour and the 4 hour and above charts. So we know what they're doing. Okay? So anyhow, back to how we want or suggest that you use our charts is on a 5-minute buy or sell signal, SV buy or sell. And what you want to do is you get your SV buy, you wait for the 9 to cross the 20, and then very easily. So okay, so the question is we get this signal, right? So how do you know where to make your entry? Well, let's just roll it this way. So I don't know if I can do that. Okay, yes I can. Okay, so I'm going to make that bigger for you. Okay. Okay. So we have our SV buy signal here. So where do you look for a contract price? We suggest at least 4 pips. Okay. In the afternoon, actually, the Euro USD, the contract prices in Nadex are 2 pips apart. So you could do 2 pips or you could do 4 pips. So what I want you to see when you're wanting to know where to look to purchase a contract. So we got to buy, but look at this yellow line here. This why do we show this yellow line here? Is it because this is the previous break of structure. See, as you have equal highs, equal lows, equal lows, equal highs, and once price broke that structure, it came on up, right? But remember the previous break of structure on the sell. So we have that line drawn, which we suggest that you draw these lines. You just look left, like we showed you before, and that tells us where we want to buy a contract price at, okay? So as you can see, price broke that, and then it turned right around. So now let's just play this out. See, look at that. And then what does it do? So this also tells you when, this gives you an idea when to get out as well. So if we bought in down here at 1825, that was to the 37. Oh, that's 12.5 pips, which is a heck of a price, a heck of a good profit. That would have been a TP3 easily on Nadex. Okay, so this is just what we wanted to show you. And then, of course, you got the SV sell, you got the 9 crossing the 20, and then pretty much just monitor that 9 EMA. We ride it. We just, like I said, like our training's called, riding the 9. And then when we know that it broke this structure right here, we know we were good to go. right over here. And why? Because we have our break of previous structured down here. And I hope I'm not confusing you. These are two different things. This is previous structure for the buy, and this is previous structure for the sell. So actually, I can take that out. But anyhow, so we know we saw all this right here. This I just lost the words. Anyway, bear with me. So all this ranging, I can't even think of the word. But anyway, so it broke here. We know it broke. We broke the structure, and then we know it was going to come on down to the next zone. And it did, straight to the tick on the previous structure that we marked. And as you can see, it's turning around. So, like I said, set your alarms, set your alerts, watch for the 9 to break the 20, write it on down. Pretty easy. This is the easiest it's going to get for you. Of course, when you're monitoring the charts, always look left to the previous break structure. Alright, so anyhow, this is James with Strategy Vault. Just wanted to make you a quick, actually this was supposed to be short and sweet, but we just wanted to show you how to use our charts when we're not around. This is free. This is part of your subscription, as our charts and our algos and everything else. Hey, another thing, traders, is we are going to be converting this over to MT4 and possibly some other platforms as well. We'd love to hear your feedback on it, on our system and how it's doing for you, and we will continue to drive forward. Like I said, this is James with Strategy Vault. Guys, one more thing, election time. We are trading very lightly around the election. Until after the election, we will only be taking the very best setups that we can find. A lot of times in the past we've been able to fudge it and been alright, but not anymore. There's so much manipulation in the markets today, around this time of the year, that we are going to protect our profits, and we're going to protect our account. So, and after the election, we will go up to the $150 a day daily objective. And this is part of the plan. We're slowly increasing our increments on a monthly basis. And actually, as you can see, boy, look at it drop now. Still riding that 9. See how that 9 works? Ride that 9 EMA. If you can just ride that 9 EMA, you can do quite well. Actually, we can watch that, and I bet you it comes right back down to that line. We'll watch her. Let's see how far it comes down. It may take a little time. This is the afternoon. Let's see what it does here. See, we'll come right back down to that line, I'm pretty sure. One more pip. That line's at 1810. We're at 1811. One more pip. $18.10. 7. We're almost there. We'll see what it does. 6. All right, there it is. All right, so right to the line. We're right on the line. And then, let's see what it is. He's pulling off the line. Oh, it broke the line. Okay. So it may be going to the low of the day, which is fine. But the point is we still would have been in the right direction. As you can see here, let me blow this up for you. Look at that 9 EMA. We're riding that line. We're riding that 9 EMA. Just ride it all the way down. right? And actually, if you look down here on the RSI, it's still got some room to move. These are set at 80 and 20 if you want to use the RSI. The normal default is 70 and 30, but we don't think that that does it justice. Also, the period is 8. 8 period on the RSI. So as we can see, are we going to close on the line here? See what happens. We got 2 minutes, so we'll just stay here. Well, let's see what happens. And like I said, our plan, while we're waiting for this, our plan is we want to help everybody build their accounts to where we can get to where we're profiting $500 a day, which is very feasible and very doable with the right size account and the right risk management. We made. See what happens. See, we're right at the line. 10-1, 10-1. Right at that line. Let's see what it does. We got 1 minute and 42 seconds. Let's see what it does. This is just for fun. Let's see how close we are. How close we're at drawing our line. Well, let's see. Price is not moving. So anyway, like I said, that's the things that we're looking for. We're looking for in the future with Strategy Vault. We're glad that everybody's here. We encourage people to become members. Our system will only get better. Everybody's been asking about the 5-minute strategy. Guys, that is still under the works. Our programmers are working on some awesome tools. And that as well will also be converted over to MT4 once it's done, once we've tested it. That's another thing, is we have to test it as well. So let's see where this candle closes at. I don't know if it's going to. It may close below there. But the point is we are in the right direction. And that's really what matters. You know, those lines, you can't draw them perfect. I can tell you that. 10 seconds. Okay, so it broke the line. But the point is we knew where price was going, and that's all that really matters. We just need to be right. Okay, so, and like I said, more than likely it'll probably come down here to the low of the day. And then it'll probably come down here, and then, anyway. So anyway, hey, traders, actually we could look over here. We could probably do a little better. That was just a fast drawing of the break of previous structure. See, here's where we're at. Right here. I guess we could have. I bet you it comes to here. Anyway, the point is what we want you to take away from this is that you've always got to look left when you're looking to make your trade and make your decision on where price may go. There is nothing certain in trading the markets. You just have to do your best analysis, and once again, you will not win every trade. No trader will win every trade. But the point is managing your risk and letting your runs run And I know in Strategy Vault in our trading session that there's been a lot of trades that we can let run, but we have an objective that we want to meet every day. And once we meet that objective, that allows us to build our small account to a larger account to make our next objective. That is how we view things, and that's how we operate. So when you're trading on your own, this is what we have for you. So, hey, I'm just rambling now. This is James from Strategy Vault. Everybody have a good day, and of course, always trade positive, and God bless you.